Jumpers, what a difference just in their way they're bouncing up and down for Chris Paul. Kicks it out. Mo Williams, that's a three. It's good. Mo Williams from downtown. The Los Angeles Clippers, yes, the Clippers are in the second round of the NBA playoffs.
Good afternoon, everybody, and it's good to be a Los Angeles sports fan, isn't it? The center of the sports universe with the Lakers, Clippers, and Kings all still alive in the postseason. Michael Cooper, Lisa Leslie, Rob Fukuzaki here, and first of all, Happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there, including our own
Happy Mother's Day, Mom.
Leslie. All geared up and ready for the first Game 7 in Memphis. A strained hip flexor limited Chris Paul in Game 6. Not off to a good start today. The bad pass leads to the breakout basket by Tony Allen, a 1-point lead. Blake Griffin nursing a sore knee himself. But, Lisa, he got off to a nice start at both ends of the court.
It was great to see Blake Griffin come out playing strong because his team really needed to follow his lead. And I thought the block shot, the defense is what really led to a very much more consistent offense for Blake Griffin.
Well, the Clippers up 14-7. Coop, Memphis really struggling on the offensive end to start the game. They were pressing.
Well, again, I think Conley as well as Gabe were not getting the open looks that they'd gotten before. Even though they had them, they weren't knocking them down. I still think the best offensive set for this team was get the ball inside to Randolph and Gasol, and they didn't do that enough.
L.A. led after the first quarter 16-13. Second quarter, O.J. Mayo struggling these last few games of the series, but gets a long jumper to fall. The Clips still lead at 20-19. Both teams continue to struggle to score. Chris Paul led the Clips with 11 points in the first half. The triple pushes the lead to 5. But Lisa, Kenyon Martin helping the Clippers to a double-digit lead.
Well, that's why Kenyon Martin got picked up, because they knew that he could come and do the intangibles, whether it was just getting to the basket. He's not going to knock the outside jumper down, but right up underneath the paint, that's his spot.
Memphis briefly breaks out of their scoring slump. They go on a 13-4 run, cut the lead to 1. Rudy gained 9 in the first half. The Clips up 39-38 at the break. Second half, Memphis fans not looking so confident as they once did before the game. Despite a broken hand, Caron Butler contributing to the Clippers' cause. The layup gives L.A. a 45-44 lead, but Memphis regains the lead. Coop, a struggling team getting some easy buckets.
Well, defense will get you some easy transition points, and that's what they started playing. They made it very difficult for the Clippers to score, got out in transition, as well as once they transition, got their half-court offense going.
Energy play right here, Tony Allen. Down the lane, drives for the slam. Chris Paul playing better as the game moves along. 17 points through 3 quarters. The jumper is good. Clippers back on top 55-54, but the home team takes the lead. Heading to the fourth quarter, Rudy Gay puts the Grizz on top 56-55. Final 12 minutes. Clippers score the first 5 points of the quarter. Former Trojan Nick Young dials in from long distance. 60-56 Clippers. And Lisa, it was the reserves getting it done once again in the fourth quarter.
Well, the Clippers bench obviously could be starters on any other team. They did a nice job, but you got to give Bledsoe a lot of credit. Nick Young, the Trojan, just took it at O.J. Mayo.
Right on.
I thought overall the Clippers bench really made the difference, and they showed up today and really helped their starters.
There's Mo Williams, and it's 71-61. The Grizzlies not giving up. Marc Gasol led the way with 19 points. Pounds' younger and bigger brother cuts the lead to 6. But Coop, the Clippers hit their free throws down the stretch to ice the game.
Like when the ball's in the paint, you got to score down there. Free throws are what they are. Free throws. You got to knock them down. Clippers did a great job today.
A couple of games ago, they missed 17 of 30. Today, they were 18 of 23, 78%. Clippers on the road in hostile territory despite several injuries. They win Game 7, 82-72. The final. They're off to the second round.
Yay.
The guys coming in, Reggie, and Kenyon, and Nick, and Mo and Eric Bledsoe, you know, the whole series really, but especially today, making plays, battling through his injury. You know, Blake giving us everything he had. Lost some of his mobility there, was kind of getting stiff as the game went on in terms of his ability. But you know, Caron battling with a broken hand. So I'm just really proud. You know, I'm proud of the guys because they stuck together. They battled through the adversity of the situation, and you know, we played hard, and we got it done, especially in the fourth quarter.
First of all, I want to say Happy Mother's Day to my mom. Hope she's looking. And like I said, we just got great vets here, you know. And, you know, like Kenyon, you need people out there, you know, just helping you, building your confidence. And really, when I'm out there, he's telling me what moves to do. So that's the crazy part. So just need that, you know, leadership.
And, Mom, you have a cool son. San Antonio, the top seed in the West, who swept through their first round and are well-rested, Lisa and Coop. This season series, the Spurs won 2, Clippers won 1, which was the latest meeting March 9th in San Antonio. Chris Paul led the way with 36. So how much does that factor into opening things up in San Antonio?
Well, I think it's huge, especially knowing that they won on the road in San Antonio, because that's a tough place to play. It's a tough place to get a win. And I think overall the Clippers are a different team. They're better. When they first started in the playoffs, round 1, they had a lot of turnovers early against the Grizzlies. They really turned that down, did a nice job of running, pushing the ball, kicking, driving, kick, and I thought their defense has improved. So I think that the Clippers will give the Spurs a run for their money. I'm picking Clippers in 7.
Oh, well then.
I'm taking them in 6, Rob, and I think the Clippers are definitely a different team. I don't think that last regular season win there does nothing. San Antonio's been playing some extremely good basketball. I just think the Clippers are a little deeper. Their bench is deeper than San Antonio's, and I think with that youth there, they're going to create some problems for San Antonio.
So Clippers in 7, Clippers in 6.
It's going to take time.
But they got to stop Tony Parker. I mean, he's having one of the best seasons of his career, if not the best. How do the Clippers contain Parker's points in the paint?
I don't know that they can contain him, but I know one thing. Chris Paul can keep the same type of pressure on Tony Parker as Tony Parker can put on Chris Paul. He is fast, he's quick, he can get to the paint. However, I think the defense, the back line of the Clippers will have something to say about Tony Parker getting to the basket every single time making layups.
And Spook, that's what I was going to say. They're going to have to build that wall. But one thing that the San Antonio does better than probably most teams around, they got some three-point shooters. So the Clippers are going to have to decide whether they give up a
big men are as well.
Turnover. Rob Butler turns it over. It's the rookie Kawhi Leonard. Tony Parker was brilliant in the first round sweep of the Jazz. Here's Tim Duncan. Jumper in and out, and Jordan quickly to Paul ahead. Oh, like Griffin.
Woo! And that will be one of the big concerns.
I think that knee's looking good early.
Well, you got a guy in Chris Paul who always has his head and eyes down the floor to see if anybody's out in front. If you're there, he'll advance the ball.